Good morning, friends. How are you today? It's still pretty chilly, and there are intermittent rain showers for the next couple of days. So I'm out here at the farm. As you saw in the previous footage, I did my first harvest this morning. Daffodils, tulips, and some greenery. I think it's gonna be really pretty bouquets, nice and full for my customers this week. And so I'm at the farm because I want to try to, first of all, I need to check on everything. I need to harvest some stock because that's going to go in the bouquets as well. I need to reset the gopher traps, and I want to try to move as much or maybe even the rest of the compost out to that far bed because next week I need to plant it. So yeah, and that's gonna be interesting because it's a soupy mess out here right now. But I think we'll be okay. It's funny, when I pulled up, I felt extreme gratitude that I got the fence done because there were two beautiful does munching the tall grass around the plot. One of them, you can tell it's mucky out here. One of them, it looked like she had on big boots. It's just caked in mud, poor thing. But as soon as I pulled up, they were like, nah, it's time to go. So they crossed the street into the woodland, into the wetland over there. So very happy I have that deer fence. All right, I'm going to check really quick on the IBC tote. We should be almost full at this point. We got about 3 inches of rain over the last couple days. So let's check and see where we're at. We are getting more rain this coming weekend. And so I think I'll start the season with this totally full. First of all, I did install a nice valve here for filling buckets and things like that. So that's all set. Okay, so we are probably about 230 gallons. Out of 275, that's pretty good. So we may not completely get full this year, but we'll be real close. Okay, so you can see how soupy it is here. This is gonna be challenging wheeling a wheelbarrow because it's very slick. Once again, standing water. So I have some plywood planks over there that are kind of falling apart because they've been out in the rain. I think I'm actually going to use them here just as a platform till we get to the grass area, which is a lot less soupy. That way I can get in and out of here without as many slips and falls, because I really would like to not have that experience today. So here's the stock I'm going to harvest. Some of this is too far gone, but I'll still harvest it anyway and I'll bring it home. Again, stock is cut once and you're done. So I'll get these guys into a bucket with some water and they'll come home with me. And the ones that are too short or too far gone will just go in a vase in my house. I'm just checking on some of the little seedlings that we transplanted the other day, and they're all still here. So that is very good news. The gopher repellent that I put out the other day before I left, that actually needed rainwater or water to start working, was such a powerful, strong smell. So I don't know if that chased them off, but I do see still holes. So I'm going to look for fresh gopher mounds. And oh, hang on. Yeah, this did get tripped. So this one got tripped, but I don't see the gopher. Maybe it died in there. I'll reset it somewhere new. So what I need to do, that's a good sign. Even if it didn't catch it or kill it, that means that it is gophers or moles. So what I need to do is look for some new, I see plenty of holes, but I want to look for the backfill areas and then probe around there, because those are the more recently used areas, and probe around and find new spots to put the traps in. So, oh, there's so much grass. I really need to do more weeding again. One step at a time. What's kind of taken the priority at this point? Oh yeah, and all the starflower that I planted, looks like it's all still here. Okay, that's good. You know, you can only do so much. I am sad about losing so much of the feverfew. Entire plant gone. It smells good. But I do see, so that means there's active gopher in here, so I want to stop that. I do see ladybugs though. So I won't be having any problems with aphids. The ladybirds usually show up right when I need them to. So I actually never really worry about aphids. Even if a plant is totally covered, the ladybugs tend to just take care of it. Some ranunculus that are getting ready. This one's ready to harvest. So With ranunculus, you want them in what's called the marshmallow stage, which is basically when you squeeze them, they're fluffy like a marshmallow. And I don't imagine there's very many of those, but I think by next week, we'll be having ranunculus in our bouquets. I don't know about down here though. These are the beds that got just completely destroyed by gophers. So few plants left. Oh, this is such destruction. Okay, so this one, definitely ready, but that stem is really, really short. I will cut it anyway because that will encourage the plant to start putting on more stems, but I don't know if we're gonna get any tall stems on these. I do see holes, so I'm gonna look for active places to put more traps. So I laid out the rest of the cardboard that I had. You could tell it's pretty beat up. And then I started rolling this out, but then realized I shouldn't do that till the very end because I'll have to walk over it otherwise and it'll just tear it. Before this was all big piles, so I have formed it into 4 beds and raked it flat. I will be putting, so this makes it a little bit easier in a way because now I can just do the wheelbarrow loads, you know, at the 4 beds as opposed to how it was before. I hadn't told Mike, he was the one that moved all that compost for me earlier. I hadn't told him I was going to put rows in here. He thought it was just all one big bed. So, 4 beds. Tomorrow I can come back and keep working on bringing compost in. Then I'm going to put, I'm going to cover this area with the landscape fabric that has the pre-drilled holes in it to help beat back the weeds. So I've got stuff that needs to go in the ground and it's going in here. I still have to clear and fill 2 more 4x6 beds over here with compost as well. So there's still a whole lot of compost moving. It's tiring because it's all the way at the other end of the property. So, and you're going up and down hills with that wheelbarrow, getting it here. It's a good workout. So tomorrow I'll get more of a workout. It'll probably take me 2 more days at least to get this done. But once it's done, it's done. And that means for good, because every year all I have to do is just add a layer of compost. I don't have to rebuild the beds completely. So it's progress. Sweet peas looking great. They're still here. They got, 3 days worth of rain. I don't really see anything that's been chewing on them, so that's excellent. I still have plenty of sweet peas out here. I've got these and then a whole other tray, just in case I need to transplant more. And I can also find some other places on the property to put them if I want. This front part of this bed I'll definitely fill up with stuff because that's a lot of good real estate there. I'm also really happy because all of the Lisianthus are still here. They haven't been destroyed by anything yet. So that's really, really good. Even the new ones that I popped in over here that aren't in, weed fabric, and all the stuff that I put in the other day, all of this is still here too. Nope, a few things are missing. Well, maybe not even missing. Yeah, they're not missing. It's just that the fabric is covering them up. That's cress. No, I'm sorry, Cresspedia. So, this is all Sweet Annie. They're nice and warm in there, so they should start growing really well. This is getting eaten a little bit. But yeah, looking good. I'm just happy to see that things have been surviving the most recent stuff I put in. They do have some sunburn, but they've gotten plenty of water, so I think they'll be okay. I'm just still really bummed. This is a huge crop loss for ranunculus this year. We'll still get some blooms, but it's pretty bad. So I reset the gopher hawks, and I think I've got them where they need to be in the tunnels. It's kind of challenging when the soil is really wet because everywhere you stick the probe, it feels like there could be a tunnel there. So I took a chance. I did order 2 more. So I'm just gonna pepper the area with gopher hawks. So yep, the rest of this week, 2 more days of on and off rain, which is fine. And then 2 days, Thursday and Friday of sun. So I'm gonna spend, the whole week out here getting this stuff done. Weeding, getting all the compost moved and in place and ready for transplanting next week, which is coming. And then also at home, I have other garden work to do. I've got this afternoon, I'm going to direct sow all of those squashes and stuff that are kind of duplicates of the ones I put in 6-packs. I've been covering everything in the greenhouse, and that so far has been keeping things safe, but they're starting to get too tall for being under those covers all night. It's making them crooked, so I don't really want that to be the case, because that'll stunt them and they'll be funky. So got to come up with a new plan. Last thing I'm going to do before I leave is harvest some of this stock. Some of this is just way too far gone. That's way too far gone. So is that. So I don't even know if I have any in here. It's really worth harvesting. I might just leave it. It's a small batch and it's really pretty. It's kind of nice to see some fresh flowers in here. There's a few stems, but not really enough to make an impact. So I might just leave it. Yeah. Oh, another thing. So strawflower, this is the earliest I've literally ever had a bloom in strawflower, which is crazy. This is the copper red one, but I thought this whole patch was copper red, but that's definitely not copper red. So that makes me happy. I did plant more strawflower the other day. I transplanted some, did it in here, and it's all gone. As you can see all the holes. Oh, little buggers. Well, there's a trap right there. I hope I catch it. Anyway, so it's nice to see that there are some other colors in here because I was worried that all I was going to have is copper red. Yeah, it's been a challenging season so far. I really hope things start to turn around and I can, because this amount of flowers, it's not very much, considering all that I planted. At least the snapdragons I mean, they're still pretty spotty too. I just hope I can get some production out of this stuff, you guys. It's making me very anxious. But all I can do is keep fighting the good fight and hope that I can beat the rodents before they beat me. All right, that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful time in your garden and that you don't have any pest problems. I wish that for you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.